Is it? I think we're live. How's everybody doing today? Pastor Kellen Brooks here. And we're going to play a Bishop King throwback. I want to thank everybody for watching today. We're working out the glitches, working out the technical difficulties, but we'll get there soon after a while. So we thank you for your patience as we explore the cyber sanctuary. But without further ado, we're going to continue the video we started a couple weeks ago, Throwback with Bishop King, preaching about when Satan entered Judas, which is a perfect topic because this is Holy Week, Passion Week. And so we're looking at those events that led up to Jesus' crucifixion. So let's go into the broadcast, and I pray that you're blessed by it. See you soon.
Now, usually when there are roses, there are thorns. There is no harm in a rose, but there's imminent danger in a thorn. Not only does a thorn prick you, but it can cause infection. It can cause blood poisoning. One could possibly lose a limb or even lose your life. But you never see the thorns when you're looking at the roses. Many times Satan shows us the glamour, but he doesn't show you the price tag. He shows us the high you're going to get, but he doesn't show you the results. He doesn't show us the withdrawal symptoms. He doesn't show us the damage that it does to our lives. He shows us the good feeling, but he never shows us what it's going to cost somebody else. Whenever somebody gets hooked on anything, somebody besides that person is going to pay a price. So the devil shows us the worst, but not the worth. If Judas could have seen the worth of the Lord Jesus Christ, he never would have betrayed him. For 30 pieces of silver, he never would have accepted the price of a slave for a king. Jesus was and always will be Lord of lords and King of kings. But Judas couldn't see this because he was blinded. Satan entered in. And when you let the wrong person in, he messes up your thought pattern. You can't even think straight. Can't think positive for thinking negative. You can't see right for seeing wrong. Somebody said the devil always takes you where you don't want to go and causes you to stay longer than you intended to stay. He caused him to see Jesus as one that was not worth much. You cannot only use drugs and alcohol, but you can betray a friend when you allow Satan to enter in. Sometimes folk are so blinded by the things that Satan perpetrates on them, they will do those that are closest to them the most harm. Many times our homes are robbed but it's an inside job. The devil gets in our children. And when the devil gets into a child, that child will steal from his mother. When Satan enters into a life, that person can do just about any evil, damnable thing because Satan has entered in. Lie, cheat, steal, commit murder. We're not talking about, the old folk would say, snuff dippers. We talking about shouting folk. Satan enters in. We're not talking about folk out on the corner. We're talking about when Satan enters in, we become deceivers even in the church. Folk will deceive you. I wonder sometime when I've read this, maybe you have too, why was Judas the one who allowed Satan to enter in? Satan saw that Judas's disposition, his character, was vulnerable. It was easy for him to get in Judas, get next to Judas. The second reason that Satan entered into Judas was that he followed too far off. You got to walk close with the Lord. Your walk has to be intimate. He couldn't really appreciate who Jesus really was. Listen, beloved, Satan will enter in if you follow Christ too far away. Some folk have let Satan maneuver them into just assembling themselves for worship every now and then. That's too far. That's too far. Assembling for worship every now and then won't get it. That's too far. And when you're too far from your strength, when you're too far from your protection, Satan is going to get in somewhere. He's always knocking. He's always looking for an opportunity to get in. Don't you think for 1 minute that you can have a casual relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ and you're going to keep Satan at bay. No, no. When you follow Jesus too far behind, it makes it easy for Satan to get in there. When you follow the Lord too far behind, you lose your prayer life. When you follow Satan, when you follow the Lord too far behind, you won't pray like you ought to pray. Men ought always to pray and not faint. When you don't pray, Satan is going to enter in. The devil has a strategy called divide and conquer. He doesn't take over our household all at once. It's a gradual process, little by little. And little by little, Satan comes into our lives and he makes us a little angry this time. The next time, a little more angry. And the next time, we just get mad. Works on our temper. Some folks just say, well, they got a short fuse. We start out, we tolerate a little sin. We begin to indulge in wrongdoing a little bit. Man in the store, I stopped at 7-Eleven Friday, I think it was, and he said, lottery ticket, it's up to, I think, 300 million or something. That 300 million. I said, oh, no, I don't fool with no lottery. Now, Satan was trying to enter in. That voice whispers, 300 million, what could you do? It was like he was sitting on this shoulder. What could you do at the church with 300 million? And you wouldn't have to pay no tax on it if you put it in the name of the church. And I said, Satan, you're alive. Now, the last time they spoke to me about a lottery ticket, there was a lady in front of me. And she didn't see me. And she was telling him what she wanted. Then all of a sudden, she looked over her shoulder at my face and she said, oh, you're a minister. Yeah, you. I said, and you belong to, she said, well, she told me the church that she was attending. And I said, oh, I know your pastor well. You go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah. Well, some people say, well, gambling won't send you to hell. Well, to me, gambling is a form of robbery. What's the difference in taking people's money, rolling some dice, or drawing a lottery ticket? Somebody's losing. Somebody's losing either way. That's what I look at. The object of it is for somebody to win. In order for somebody to win, somebody got to lose. That's what gambling is all about. Winning and losing. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't want to take no chance on. I don't want to take the chance putting my money up there on the table and somebody take my money and I walk away with nothing. It is gone. conversation. They can't tell you